Viewer, there is a soldier whose entire body was burned in an explosion. But now, to reduce his evil ways, the devil granted him powers. With his shocking abilities, the soldier managed to eliminate all enemies. However, this deal with the devil would prove to be very heavy for him. At the beginning, we see a famous soldier named Siemens, who arrives at the airport headquarters and starts firing continuously, killing everyone present. Now, Siemens has pulled out a rocket launcher to deal with the enemies who have just landed from an airplane. Siemens takes aim and fires the rocket launcher at the plane, resulting in an explosion that kills all the enemies. While Siemens is doing all this, a man stands below watching. This man works for a very big businessman named Mr. Bin, who had sent these people here. We then see this businessman, Bin, sitting in his room talking to a very peculiar clown. This is not just an ordinary joker but a man sent by the devil, who aims to manipulate the rich and wicked to create chaos around the earth. He first made the clown his target and is now manipulating him to create a bio-weapon that, when released, would kill all humans. The clown informs Bin that the bio-weapon experiment isn't over yet. Bin tells him to take as much time as he needs, but he wants the dangerous virus ready in a week. Additionally, the clown mentions that he needs Bin's best soldier, whose name is Siemens, for his team. Now, Siemens enters the office with his friend Jack. Siemens goes directly to Bin's office, where he insists that he doesn't want to kill people. However, for money, Siemens has to do this. Then, Bin says that after one last mission, he will transfer him to another story. Bin informs Siemens that he needs to go to a biochemical lab and destroy all the toxic substances there, as these chemicals were being produced illegally. If these chemicals are released, all humans will perish. That's why Siemens agrees to this mission. Siemens used to live with his wife and daughter, but in the rush of his work, he gives them very little time. Siemens reaches the biochemical lab, where he has to destroy everything. However, upon entering, he sees that all the machines already have bombs placed on them. He wonders who had done this work before him. Just then, a voice informs Siemens that everything is part of an experiment, and they will now test the biochemical weapon on him. Hearing this, Siemens points his weapon up. Suddenly, one of Bin's security guards starts shooting at Siemens, who can't even stand. The security guard pours gasoline all over him, and without any warning, Bin sets Siemens on fire. Shortly after, a massive explosion occurs in the area, making it impossible for anyone to survive. In the next moment, Siemens opens his eyes and realizes that his body is completely burned. Before he can comprehend anything, the same bulky clown appears before him. This is the devilish clown who wanted Siemens to be in this condition. As soon as Siemens gets up, the clown disappears. Siemens then steps out of the church, where he meets an unknown man who was present during Siemens's attack at the airport. The area where Siemens stands used to be inhabited by poor people. Siemens decides to spend a few nights there. The man tells Siemens that it has only been one day since he was killed, but this is far from the truth. In reality, a whole year has passed since Siemens was killed. The reality is that after his death, the devil gave him a small portion of his power and sent him back to Earth, which is why Siemens's condition is so dire. The next day, he goes to see his wife and daughter, but finds that there is a birthday party happening at his house, where the devilish clown is also present. Siemens is heartbroken to see that his friend Jack has married his wife. He doesn't even go inside the house, but his daughter comes to him and gives him candy. Siemens's wife quickly arrives there and pulls her daughter away from him. In fact, Siemens's face and body are so badly disfigured that Jack and his wife do not recognize him. Just then, the same bulky toy appears and takes Siemens back to the church. Siemens is confused about what is happening to him. The devilish clown then reveals the whole truth to him. The clown tells Siemens that he is dead, and when he died, he made a deal with the devil. In the deal, Siemens had said that if the devil allowed him to see his wife, he would guide them after joining him. According to the deal, Siemens is now part of the devil's plan. The clown informs Siemens that he must first eliminate Bin and his people. However, Siemens does not want to do this, but the clown starts to provoke him, telling Siemens that his own friend has betrayed him. The clown promises that if Siemens helps the devil, he can have anything he wants, even bringing back his wife. For the first time, Siemens struggles to believe that this is actually happening. Then, the devilish clown takes Siemens to his grave. After digging it up, Siemens finds his skeleton and a locket inside it, which he recognizes as his own. This realization causes Siemens to feel immense pain, and suddenly, something begins to emerge from his body. He starts to experience a different kind of power, and a powerful armor envelopes his entire body. The devil has transferred a portion of his power into Siemens, significantly enhancing his abilities. Now, he is no less than a Power Ranger. The armor surrounding Siemens's body is a result of black magic, as the devil himself leads the operation. With his new powers, Siemens is ready to complete the mission. Just then, the same man from the beginning of the story appears before him, continuously warning Siemens that he is going down the wrong path. But now, Siemens ignored the man's words and left immediately. He reaches a weapons storage facility, where he eliminates all the security guards present and takes all the advanced weapons available there. Meanwhile, Bin has become extremely arrogant. He boasts to his female security guards about the dangerous chemicals he has used to create a deadly virus that will eliminate citizens in no time. He plans to instill fear in the countries, knowing that they will be pressured to comply with whatever he desires. Bin is very pleased with this plan and attends a party with Siemens's friend Jack, where they are having a great time. Suddenly, Jack receives news that all the weapons from their factory have been stolen. At that moment, Siemens makes a grand entrance, transformed into a full-fledged superhero. His entire personality has changed dramatically. In the next moment, Siemens crashes through the glass like a superhero, and the people there panic at the sight of him. Jack, however, has been holding on to Siemens because he is angry that after Siemens's death, Jack married his wife. Jack explains that he had to do it out of necessity, as Siemens's wife was very lonely after his death and needed someone to support her. Upon hearing this, Siemens feels satisfied and quickly releases Jack, grabbing Bin instead. Siemens's first mission is to eliminate Bin. As he prepares to do so, Bin and a security guard attack Siemens, forcing him to fight back. Although many bullets hit Siemens's body, he possesses the devil's powers, which allow him to heal from the injuries. Siemens quickly recovers and heads to fight the female bodyguard, finding that her attacks have no effect on him. Bin continues to launch attacks with his advanced army, and in no time, Siemens had eliminated the female bodyguard. At that moment, the fat clown appeared, praising Siemens for his work. The clown then urged Siemens to eliminate Bin as well, but by now, many police officers had arrived and wasted no time attacking Siemens. Siemens managed to escape through a window, falling down continuously. However, from his suit, numerous iron claws emerged, allowing him to break his fall. With his new powers, he began literally flying in the air. To evade the police, Siemens hid near a building. After a while, the police, finding nothing, began to leave. Just then, a small stone fell from Siemens's hiding spot, revealing his location to the officers, who immediately started firing wildly at him. Siemens continued to evade them and ran away. Meanwhile, the clown was explaining to Bin that if he wanted to save his life from Siemens, he needed to implant a device connected to his heart. If Siemens killed him, the device would activate, releasing the deadly virus stored in the factory. Siemens did not want to see so many people die, so he decided not to kill Bin. As he was evading the police, he entered a church. While listening to Bin's conversation, he fitted the device into his hand, knowing that if Bin was killed, the device would activate the virus. When Siemens learned that the clown had tricked him, he became very angry, realizing he had been betrayed. Now, he decided not to ally with the devil. The clown kept insisting that Siemens complete his mission, but Siemens refused to listen. In response, the clown transformed into his true terrifying form, a massive, frightening creature. Siemens kept firing at the clown, trying to protect himself. But the clown's skin was so strong that not a single bullet could penetrate it. He had been working for the devil for years, gaining immense power each time, which is why he had become so powerful today. Siemens was attacking the clown, but the clown used his sharp claws to strike Siemens down. Although Siemens was trying to back away with the help of his armor, the clown lifted him and threw him onto sharp daggers, leaving Siemens unable to move. The clown returned to his normal form and threatened Siemens, saying that if he didn't join the devil's side, he would completely destroy him. Weak and exhausted, Siemens collapsed. A while later, the same unknown man appeared, the one we saw at the beginning of the story. He carefully extracted Siemens from the daggers and laid him on the ground. After a moment of fear, Siemens managed to recover from the wounds on his body and began preparing various weapons to attack the clown. The unknown man clearly told Siemens that these weapons would have no effect on the clown. He convinced Siemens to abandon evil and join the side of good, emphasizing that only goodness could overcome all evil. Because of the clown's betrayal, Siemens had lost faith in the devil, so now he began to walk the path of truth. The unknown man revealed the true powers of the armor to him. It appeared that this man had experience with these demonic powers, which is why he had so much knowledge. After training rigorously, Siemens felt ready. He left his weapons behind and mounted a stylish bike, heading towards his wife's house. However, the clown was aware of everything and began relentlessly pursuing Siemens. From his truck, the clown started launching missiles directly at Siemens's bike, but Siemens's super bike was so fast that he managed to evade all of the clown's attacks. But the clown had spilled a lot of oil on the road, causing Siemens's bike to skid and fall. The clown was about to jump onto Siemens, but with his demonic powers, Siemens created a sharp optical device that caused the clown's truck to explode upon impact. Siemens sustained no injuries, marking the beginning of the battle as a victory for him. Meanwhile, Jack learned about all of Vin's dark plans. He realized that Vin was about to unleash a very dangerous virus. However, Vin quickly arrived at Jack's location, taking Jack and his wife to a vantage point where the clown was also present. After a short time, Siemens managed to reach his wife's house while running. He discovered that Vin had captured his wife and, without wasting time, Vin stabbed her. Vin then fell into another room where Jack and his daughter were imprisoned. Siemens was desperate to save his wife and daughter, but as he was about to confront Vin, Vin revealed that if he died, the virus would also take his daughter's life. Unbeknownst to Vin, Siemens had already prepared an antidote. Using his demonic powers, Siemens extracted the device from Vin's body and immediately destroyed it. However, Siemens's wife, for some reason, attacked him with a knife. It was later revealed that she wasn't his real wife but the clown in disguise. The clown then used his powers to release Siemens's real wife. To assist, the same unknown man from before appeared, and the clown retreated slightly. The man had created a light door, and Siemens entered through it. Once inside, the clown's powers surged significantly, and he transformed into his true demonic form, attacking Siemens with his claws. But Siemens countered the clown's attacks with his own powers, throwing the clown far away. But now the devil had arrived, fully present in his form. It seemed like Siemens wouldn't be able to escape. Siemens quickly extracted many changes from his armor, defeating numerous demons in the process. However, when the devil attacked Siemens, the unknown man pulled Siemens out back to safety. They both returned home unscathed. But the clown, now in his creature form, grabbed Siemens from behind and was about to sink his sharp teeth into Siemens's face. Just then, Siemens created numerous spikes with his armor, embedding them in the clown's face. The clown was completely destroyed and retreated back to the underworld. With the clown defeated, everything returned to normal. Jack informed the news reporters about Vin's true crimes, and Vin's company was banned due to the massive offenses. Vin was directly sent to jail. From that moment on, Siemens decided to side with goodness. And that concludes our story.